Hey folks, Buster, welcome back to another Poem Master video, and as I mentioned yesterday in the video, we were expecting more info on Lisia and Altaria, right? And we got it! We got the more info, right, in terms of, we got some stats, the moveset, passives, and also a few synchrons, right? So, let's go over this. First of all, she looks absolutely busted. But anyways, let's check him out on this post. Again, it is in Japanese. My Japanese is not the greatest. I've tried to translate it a bit. If I get anything wrong, forgive me. I don't know Japanese that well. But yeah, anyways. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I'll turn the music off if you guys don't mind. I mean, it's not really anything significant. So They did post a video of, you know, showcasing her doing some stuff, I guess, right? She does indeed have a fairy type move. It is Moonblast, so that's poggers, right? And that's Defog, by the way. She's a tech type unit. Except she has like 400 something like special attack after she megas. Like, she has just insane stats overall. Like, her stats are just bonkers. Anyways, that's Mega Altaria. Just looks like a big cotton candy from the backside. Anyways, yep. Here's her moveset and stuff, right? So here's her stats. First of all, she is a tech type again, weak to ice, makes sense. Altaria, she again, you get stat increases at Mega, but at base, right? It's 615 HP, 304 attack for some reason, even though she doesn't have any physical moves. 189 defense, 340 special attack, and 226 special defense with 232 speed. So overall, good HP, right? Good defenses. It's not anything crazy defenses, but it's fine, right? And good special defenses and really good special attack and good attack, but like there's no use for the attack stat and mediocre speed. As for the moves, her first move, this is Twister. It's an AOE 20% chance to flinch the opponent, which is crazy because like you're hitting like 3 opponents for like 20% chance to flinch, and on her grid she has aggravation 1 on Twister as well, so that turns into what, 30, if I remember, like 36% chance to flinch a single target, and then like you hit like 3 targets at once. Like, this thing is this is like Grant, but like much better because it's also only, you know, 2 gauges as well, right? This is a phenomenal move. This is insanely good. And then moving on, you got Defog. Defog deletes your opponent, you know, the opponent's shields, right? Deletes shields. Also deletes field effects, so like stuff like weather, or, you know, terrain, all that stuff, takes that away as well, and also decreases your opponent's evasion by 1. So that's Defog. 2 uses, 2 gauges each. And then the trainer move is let's see. The redirects damage to herself, right? Redirects damage, you know, the Glalie, you know, thing, right? It's a follow me, and then you get a defense +3, so you can use this twice, so you get +6 defense, and then +1 special attack, so +2 special attack, +6 defense. So even with that, like, relatively, I mean, this is a good defense stat. It's just like we've been like power creeping the defense stat so much recently, right? But yeah, you do get +6 on that with, again, good HP, right? And then you also redirect damage, which is nice. And then Moonblast, which is Moonblast, I guess, right? 100% accuracy, all that stuff. Fairy type move. So after you mega it, right? Oh, by the way, the sync move, it does seem like, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but like it does read like it increases its power when there's like no field effects at play. There's like no weather and all that stuff. Again, we'll have to see the precise English translations when it comes out, which should come out soon, I guess, hopefully. I don't know, last time it came out like quite late in comparison to JP. But this time the English one actually came out relatively quick after the JP announcement. So hopefully it comes like out, you know, sometime today, later. That would be nice. And then we got Mega Altaria, increases the special attack stat to 407. 407 special attack and 271 special defense. This thing's like stats are just insane. It does remind me a lot of Sing Suit Leaf, right? So when you're not megaing, it does like a lot of, you know, great tech stuff, and then once you mega, like you could also on top of that just do like insane amounts of damage as well, right? So that's fantastic. So it changes Twister for Dragon Pulse, which is your standard, you know, 3 gauge, no additional effect, you know, good damage 3 gauge move, right? Dragon type, with no drawbacks, right? Unlike Joker Meteor. So that's very, very good. As for the passives, the first one is Revenge Boost 9. So every time you get hit, you get 1 gauge back. So basically, if you're tanking with Lisia, right? Or whenever you are tanking, because, you know, you don't have to like tank with Lisia. You could have her like as an off tank and then like do like her trainer move to get the, you know, to redirect damage. And like when you are taking hits, like it's basically every time you use a move, it's like 1 gauge less. So like your 3 gauge moves are basically like 2 gauge moves. Your 1 gauge moves are, or well, it doesn't have any 1 gauge moves. Your 2 gauge moves are basically like 1 gauge moves, right? Slightly delayed, but yeah. You every time you get hit, you get like +1 move gauge, which is insanely good. The second one is HP disadvantage 5. I guess would be the term. It's like HP advantage, but like reverse. So like the lower your HP in comparison to like the opponent, the more powers up moves. So there's that, which makes sense, right? You are, you know, redirecting damage to yourself, so you are taking some damage, and then that increases. It's kind of like power reserve, but like not. It's just the opposite of HP advantage. So whatever that is. And then over here you also have Pressure Cooker 1. So in a pinch, there's like a 20% chance to decrease your sync move countdown by 1, which is kind of whatever. But yeah, this thing honestly is insanely powerful. So not only do you have like an AOE flincher that has aggravation, which we'll talk about the grid in a sec, right? You also have a dragon type tech unit with like 407 special attack or something. Where's it's not loading, what the heck. Yeah, with like a 3 gauge dragon type move and like a 3 gauge fairy type move. Let me refresh this thing, which again is just absolutely bonkers. And you have like Defog, which, you know, a really good example of that would be the Entei stage, right? The Entei stage, at the end, the dude puts up the sun, does like 1 billion damage with that, right? The, you know, sun boosted heat wave, or not heat wave, like eruption and all that. Well, heat wave as well, right? Heat wave, eruption, whatever the heck, you could take that away, right? If you're not running a weather unit of your own. But yeah, the AOE Flinch is just wow. The AOE Flinch is very, very good. So yeah, this is pretty nuts. This is pretty nuts, and it does like so much, like, and like just so much good stats. Like, it's good defensively, it's good offensively. It's like it shouldn't have that much gauge issues because of revenge boost as well, right? Like, this is just fantastic. Anyways, let's check out some of the sync notes as well, right? So I think this is the tweet. As for some of the sync notes that it showed, I'll let you guys like go through this. Actually, this is not the one, right? Where's the sync move gauge thing? Anyways, I don't even know. Say sync move gauge, sync grid. Yeah, this is sync grid one. You guys could watch the video, but you know what? I'll just talk about it while we watch the video. This is aggravation 1 for Twister. Like I mentioned before, turns into 36% per unit, right, to flinch, and then you obviously AoE flinch on a 2 gauge. So there's that, AoE flinch, voila, it flinched something, right? So yeah, the chance of you like flinching one opponent is extremely, extremely high. And then you have this, which is I think Hemin 1. right? So defog him in one. So every time you use defog, instead of just -1 evasion, you know, -2 evasion for the opponent, which is really, really nice. If you're also like, if you're just using her as a tech, you could also, you know, use that to help your hypnosis, you know, units if you don't have like troublemaker or whatever on them, right? Whatever other low accuracy thing you got going, right? But it's mainly going to be used, honestly. It's mainly just going to be used for herself offensively, because she, later on, we could see that she has another grid that, oh, this is not that one. We'll talk about that when we get there. This is Harry 3, you know, if the opponent is flinched, extra 30% damage, right? And then we also have, oh, this is what I'm talking about. The lower the opponent's evasion is, the more powers up moves. I don't know if that's in the game already yet, but I don't think it is. But yeah, it's basically the more lower the opponent's defense is, the more powers up moves version of Hunter's Instinct, right? Right. So, and then I think, is there one more? Yeah, there's one more. This is another HP disadvantage 4, right? So there's that as well. Yeah, this thing is really, really good. Oh my god. It is really, really good. It could tank, it could deal damage, it could AOE flinch the opponent, it could remove field effects if you need that, right? Decrease the opponent's evasion, break shields. Like, yeah, this is pretty nuts. This thing is really nuts. So yeah, dragon type, right? So activates dragon type skill if you need that. But yeah, this thing's really, really good. Really good. It gave, you know, it's really nice that they also gave us like a fairy type option as well, right? So it's, you know, so folks who don't have any fairy type strikers, we can pick that up as well. So it's like the only like strictly fairy type striker that's Gasha unit is Jiggly Lyra, which was limited. Although, you know, Clefairy does fantastic damage as well, as a support, but you know, she's not technically a striker. I mean, this is obviously not, it's not even a fairy type, right? But it does have fairy type move, which is fantastic, right? So anyways, yeah, let's move with this one, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see if we get, you know, more accurate translations in the morning, I guess. Hopefully we'll get some more. And yeah, anyways, again, let's move with this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, guys, in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to my channel for some more Open Masters content. I think I have some time to stream some more Dynamax adventures, shiny hunting today, later day, once I, you know, go to sleep and wake up and all that stuff, like a regular human being. So, anyways, yeah, stayed up for this info and was not disappointed. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.